Where do I start? Where do I start? Blimey. Charlie and other sort of associated words. So, the reason why there wasn't a video last week is because this week's topic was developing so much that it basically was a case of, I'll leave it to tomorrow, more details. Leave it to tomorrow, more details. So yeah, Konami. And also possibly, depending how you look at it, Kojima. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to make everybody realise that Konami is a game company that shouldn't exist anymore? Which I know is harsh for those people that like Pro Evo, but look at the sales of the thing. Didn't really do that well. Mainly because they're not actively promoting it. I mean, I don't even remember it being on the show floor at the EGX Games convention last year. It wasn't even there. Because everybody's crowded around FIFA. Mainly because FIFA is coming out that week, it always seems to be the case. When they have it, so it gets more attention. But yeah, other than that, Konami really doesn't have a lot. Castlevania they arguably tarnished after Kojima rescued it with Lords of Shadow 1, and they ruined it with Lords of Shadow 2. There's a point there. Kojima saving it, and then you give it to somebody else, fails. And now we get to everything that's happening here. So, it all started when people noticed pretty much a week or two ago that the title, a Hideo Kojima game, started disappearing from all the marketing. And people were going, what's going on? And basically people were thinking, is he going? And then it came out more and more. Kojima Productions, a studio that he has, is now called Konami Los Angeles. And it gets more and more interesting. Because then they put a statement out. Or no, they look into the listings, and Kojima now isn't listed as one of the major people in the company. And then a statement's put out clarifying that he is doing Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's all they're saying. He's doing Metal Gear Solid 5. So what about this big thing that PT was teasing in Silent Hills? What about that? And then they have to come out with a statement basically sort of attesting to the fact, look, he's still here, he's staying with us until after Metal Gear Solid 5 is out. Once again, dodging the question of, what about after that then? And it isn't helped by the fact that Kojima himself hasn't really done anything on social media. I'll see if I can find it for you, because it's a very interesting little tweet-y thing. Because the only response that Kojima has actually personally, if I can find it, the English feed. The last time he was active on his Twitter account was the 18th of March. So, 2 weeks. He hasn't done anything. And then, of course, the twist is his very last personal response was simply this, with a caption of saying, heading off. That's all it said. Which is fueling, once again, even more people going, he's actually leaving for good. And the problem is, because we know what Kojima's like, this could just be him going silent on purpose ahead of probably an unveil at E3. Then again, it might not. The amount of rumour mill circling about, oh, you know, he got pissed at them because they wanted to restructure it when he was already working on stuff that, you know, he realised that was going to be the major part of their company for the upcoming years to come. And then there's whole talk about, well, the Fox engine is the engine that he personally developed at his studio, and because the studio is no longer in his name, he's saying that the engine is his, so stuff like Pro Evolution Soccer would have to run on a different engine. And it's all talking about this situation, which is good for them, they think. But in my opinion, if this is a ruse by Kojima, this is one of the most stupid things that he's probably done. Because all this negativity about it is probably going to backfire. Because don't get me wrong, I'm guessing Metal Gear is going to be a good game. And he's always said it's the last one in the series. Is this trying to is this his way of trying to tell us, after this, I'm done doing Metal Gear? Emphasizing, you know, he's going to transition to Silent Hills and other franchises? Because we already know another Metal Gear game is in the works. They're hiring for it. It just won't be with Kojima. So, I don't know. It's all just very, very odd. And I would say very stupid. And what I'm trying to quickly do is see what Konami actually has right now of any significance on any platforms. Video games, yeah, that's what I want to look at. I don't care about the Konami code. It's just, if this is the way it's happening, I don't like it. And this is hurting Konami because if it does turn out to be true, which it might be, I don't know. As I said earlier on, what have they really got left? Because I'm just, hang on, that's completely weird. Yeah, that's games on the 3DO. I don't care about that. I don't care about the Amiga, or the arcade, or Medal, or MSX, or I'm trying to look at recent stuff, please. So Metal Gear Solid. So the only games that came out last year were actually the only things that Konami have done since, I don't know, let's go from 2008, have been Pro Evo Soccer games every year, one Silent Hill game, the first Saw video game, the second of which wasn't actually done by Konami, that might be telling, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, and Metal Gear Rising and Metal Gear Solid 5. In the space of, give or take, 8 years, that's how much they've done. That's pretty much it. The only stuff on the Wii U is on the Virtual Console, so it's all old games. So that takes that out the running. Don't need PlayStation or PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I don't know. This is just stupid. Xbox 360, Xbox One. Should bring up Xbox 360 really, shouldn't I? Yeah. The only games Konami has done is Pro Evo, Metal Gear, Castlevania. You've only got 4 franchises left. I now understand why I don't do an E3 press conference. Because they've got bugger all to show. They literally do not have anything of substantial note. Which, you know, as I said, is rather telling. Oh, hang on. I forgot about iPhone. No, even iPhone stuff is not interesting. Or Android. Or 3DS. What can I say? All Konami is bringing out is practically 3 possible... Because I don't think there's going to be another Castlevania game. 3 series. Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Pro Evolution Soccer. That's all their contribution. Think back in the day when they did sports games on the PS1 and all sorts of other great sort of action titles back in the day on NES and Super NES and PS1 and Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, quite a bit. And now, at the point where most people probably have some sort of gaming device, whether it be a tablet, whether it be a phone, whether it be a console, whether it be a PC, this is where you'd have thought I've been wanting to get as many different original franchises as they want to. No, we'll just go with the same ones. You know, that is the real arc of the matter. That title below, or wherever it is, depending how you're seeing this. You're seeing it on a Chromecast, probably is above, or somewhere. How do you solve a problem like Kojima? To be honest, it's more how do you solve a problem like Konami? Because I won't. If all this stuff is true and Kojima does leave, so many studios will pick him up for their own fresh games. And well, oh, that's gone off. Yeah. Actually, no, that's really good. This will be a good representation of Konami. An empty milk bottle that's gone off. There is no substance left to it. It doesn't have any purpose. That is a weird prop that I didn't realise that I had, but it meant so much. Ooh, what to do with these tortillas?